As estate planning and probate attorneys, we spend so much time talking about all the pitfalls to avoid and the landmines that are out there and, ways to keep your family out of court and all the headaches that can happen. We don't talk as much about what happens when everything goes right. So in this video, I just wanted to quickly cover it. What happens when you put together a comprehensive estate plan, you properly fund a trust, you followed all the directions, over the years as assets change, you kept your attorney in the loop and they gave you guidance on what to do with the new assets. And then when you pass away, what happens in that scenario? You've done everything right. What do the kids face at that time? And I suppose it doesn't make great content because the answer is it's pretty simple. If you are the beneficiary in that kind of, situation, so mom and dad had their plan together and, they pass away, the first thing that your family is going to do is grieve. They may call an attorney and say, kind of freaked out, like not knowing what they need to do. If they call the family estate planning attorney, the estate planning attorney is going to say, hey, look, mom and dad had everything together. So the first thing you need to do, grieve. Be with your family, get through the funeral, get through the wake or whatever there's going to be, and be with family. That's first and foremost, right? Once death certificates are issued, sure, we can have a conversation around what the administration is going to look like. But for now, we're not going to court. Don't have to worry about it. Everything is in place. So grieve. When the family's ready, they come into the office or they just jump on a Zoom or a phone call with us. And usually we'll spend 1 or 2 hours talking through family members. Okay, these are the steps that you have to take. And it's going to be, at a formality, notice to the beneficiaries. Then we're going to collect all the assets. We'll do an informal accounting. And if everybody agrees, we're going to distribute assets. It's a very simple process. It's a process that a lot of family members will elect to do entirely on their own, just using like a trustee's manual. And when no one's fighting and everybody agrees, we're going to split everything equally between the kids, there's really not a big formal process that they have to do. Technically speaking, should they jump through some legal loopholes to avoid liability on the trustee? Sure. Absolutely, they should. It's something an attorney can assist them with in a few hours of work, tops. But it does not involve a court process. We don't need to go and get, letters or orders from the court. We don't need the court to review anything. We just need to put together some really simple documentation that shows here's what was in the trust, here's everything that we paid during the administration, here's what's left, and here's how we're going to distribute it. It's not a big deal at all. And again, many families will forego the formalities because everybody's getting along. There's no infighting. We're going to sell the house, split it 3 ways amongst the kids, and be done with it. And it works great. And because we're not in court, because everything was done right, your family can absolutely do that on their own. So it's important to know, yes, there are a ton of landmines to avoid out there, tons of different ways we can screw up an estate plan. But if we have competent counsel who's directing us along the way, or even if we use a really good quality software-based plan like our ready-made plans and follow the instructions, and we've got a plan in place that actually works, when the time comes, the kids are going to have no problems dealing with it. They can likely deal with it on their own, privately, around the kitchen table, and at most, they hire an attorney to assist a few hours of their time just for the formalities. But nothing like the probate process where they've got to go to court, got to jump through all the loopholes, and have a judge sign off on everything they're doing. And of course, if you'd like to put together a plan that works as intended and that is not going to cause nightmares for our family, give us a call. If you're anywhere in the state of California, soon to be Texas, we can assist you right from the comfort of your home anytime.